The project gives some absolute terrible advice. This is, I think, the last Disney What Should I Do series episode that I need to see. And they've been a bit hit and miss. A couple of them were okay. Two of them, at least, were really terrible. And unfortunately, because of the really bad message that this one gives, this has to fall into that latter category. The animation is absolutely fine. The fact that it's encouraging children to think about what might happen in certain situations and to think of the consequences of their actions, that's obviously brilliant. And the reason at least two others were bad is because they don't actually give any advice. They don't help children learn about what to do in those situations. This one takes it one step further and gives terrible, terrible advice. And I will talk about that in a moment. So we have three children, one of whom rather, wants to just play basketball. They don't want to help out with preparing the stalls. They're at a fair or a fete or something, and they just want to play basketball. The other one, a little girl, is in charge of everything, and she's wondering if she should be bossy and demand that the other child helps out, or if she should maybe take a nicer approach. So she's not sure how to handle things. We then have another child who's helping out, but he doesn't think it's fair that Billy, the other kid, gets to just play with his basketball and that's it. So he's thinking about quitting as well, but then he thinks about what might happen if he does that. And they're all interesting scenarios looking at what might happen if they do that. That's all well and good. And then Billy, towards the end, so I guess this is a spoiler for what happens at the end, but I'm going to explain it and explain why it's absolutely terrible. Because not only do they not give a solution, but they give some terrible advice. And Billy seemed like he was coming around to the sensible idea. The only possible solution here is for Billy to help out. He was meant to be helping out. He decided to ditch his responsibilities in favour of playing basketball. The only solution, the only right thing to do is for Billy to help out. It's not one of those scenarios where there are a couple of possible options. There is one option only for people to do the right thing, and that's Billy doing the right thing. Unfortunately, it looks like he's about to think that, and he thinks, well, maybe I should help out just a little bit. And then we see him imagining the consequence of that action, where suddenly he's roped into doing everything and he's overloaded with work, and he comes to the realization that helping out would be a bad idea. And that's the message they choose to end on. That is disgusting. They have quite literally gone, well, here's a scenario. If you try and help out, it's not going to go well, so don't do it. What's the purpose of that message? I don't understand what they were trying to achieve. They showed the only viable solution and then said that it was a bad idea. So first of all, there's nothing left. There's nothing left for children to discuss because there is no alternative. So it's not like they're presenting possible bad options and then allowing classroom discussions for children to come to the right answer or one of the right solutions. They literally present the right solution and then say, well, actually, this is not a good idea, so don't do it. Okay, well, what's left? Literally nothing. It is disgusting. It is horrendous. It is irresponsible. The project is by far the worst of all of the What Should I Do series. It is horrendous. What a terrible, irresponsible message. Don't help out because it won't go your way. You won't get to have fun. Okay then, what do you propose the children do? Because there's nothing left. Absolutely horrendous. Do not recommend it. It's terrible. It's appalling. Horrendous message. It's so bad, it's almost unreal.